up, fandoms?
It's me, Bash with Bash and Brains.
Mr. Dark Light here.
And today we got WWE Night of Champions review. Starting with the first match was AJ Styles up against Seth freaking Rollins, man.
For the final tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Yes.
The brand new one. Gotta talk about that belt. That belt was beautiful.
And was in memory of Bruno Sammartino?
Yes.
Yes.
The crown was from him. The 3 lions was the McMahon family. The belt was beautiful. The jewels, the diamonds, I think it was 16 diamonds for each champion that hold that belt. Each champion that hold that belt. I think 16 or 60. I say 16 because it does not look like 60. But yeah, like that belt was beautiful. The old school wrestling belt that used to be like that with the WWE logo in the middle, but that belt was beautiful. I loved it. That's like one of my favorite belts right now. Like that's really one of my favorite belts. It's really beautiful. But yeah, let's talk about the match. It was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins was going right into it, messing around with AJ, trying to get into his mind, but AJ already knew it already. When the crowd was singing his song, AJ Styles just went right into it. He's like, no, it's already enough. We already heard your song, right? Let's go. AJ Styles was going to the right spot until Seth Rollins played mind games with him. It's always about that. And I love that match. That match was amazing. For the very beginning, really surprised for the first match is the World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Right.
Because this pay-per-view was for it's a triple main event. And I was saying, I was like, what's the next one? It's quadruple main event or something like that. Because the main event was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship belt. The second one was the Undisputed Tag Team Championship belts for Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo. And the third main event was Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. So like those are like the three main events. And to me, it was a great show. I loved it. My favorite part of the show was probably the Undisputed Tag Team Championship match was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns and Solo. That was a great match. A lot of twists and turns. Everyone thinking that the Undisputed Universal Champion was gonna win those belts, but then a twist happened. Oh, by the way, Seth Rollins won that World Heavyweight Championship belt. Sorry, I'm skipping it. They won. Seth Rollins won. Triple H get the belt to.
Yes, and put him on him, dude.
Put on. That's really big respect right there. AJ Styles there on on Monday. He tells him he respects him and all that. That's how you know when you do it in that storyline. So Seth Rollins is the new champion. I'm not surprised. Seth Rollins is always gonna be Seth Rollins, the Triple H guy. Not surprised at all. First time AJ Styles been into a pay-per-view in 4 years. That really says a lot. It's been 4 years since AJ Styles been into a pay-per-view. So that's really good. He did great. He did what he had to do. Seth Rollins won. That's what happened. But yeah, then the second one was Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch. How do you think about that match?
Oh, dude. I mean, I'm sorry, was it?
Yeah,
but then again, I was going more for Trish Stratus.
I did too.
I mean, come on, you got that's Trish Stratus, WWE legend, man.
She looked great in that full body suit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it was in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, the women had to wear the full body suit. It looked good. I liked them. It looks alright. It's all about the match. It's not about what they're wearing. It's about what's happening in the match. That match was really good. Like Trish Stratus is getting into Becky's mind, saying that I'm the greatest and you should like look up to me and everything. Becky Lynch
basically kissing my shoe.
Yeah, kicking butt like always trying to do what she do. And then out of nowhere, a great debut for NXT star Stormy Starks came and helped Trish Stratus give Becky Lynch the 360 what do you call it, 360 360 bump. I want to say 360 bump, but I messed up. It's probably the 360 slam.
Yeah.
When she's 360ing her and she hit her with her knee, Becky Lynch's nose is bleeding. You can see it. Trish Stratus pins her, and then they won. And they like, I didn't realize this, but when she's leaving, when they're leaving, she raised up her hand and all that. I love that debut. That's how you debut an NXT star into the main roster. You get them involved with a Hall of Famer. When you get involved with a Hall of Famer, that means you're going to do big things when they put you in that role. And I loved it. Great debut. I loved it. Match was great. Trish Stratus does what she always does. I love it. I love that heel Trish Stratus, because now she can use that in her advantage of it, being a Hall of Famer, starting the women division and everything like that, being women's champion before. Great match. I loved it. It was really amazing. But yeah, go right ahead. Sorry, I'm talking more. I get really excited about these matches.
Not only that it was also a big deal. Was it Sami Zayn?
Oh yeah.
Being able to be there.
Yeah, he's there. That match was great. When it was Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship. That was Sami's first time being in Saudi Arabia, because some politician and stuff happened over there and he wasn't allowed to be there. So finally, everything changed and everything's good. Now everything's better.
They welcomed him.
Now they welcome him with open arms. Everyone was cheering him.
He was speaking
their language,
Saudi Arabian.
While they're announcing, because Paul Heyman announced them first, and then Sami took the mic and he did the announcement for them as well. It was really beautiful. It was really amazing. You could tell that Sami loved it, that he loved being there, and he really appreciated everything that they did for them over there. So it was really touching. It really touched my heart that I can see that Sami Zayn can have a second WrestleMania moment. He can have another best moment for him in the books. I think this year has been the best for Sami Zayn. It really has. And it's really great, and I hope more great things happen for him and Kevin Owens as well.
And him getting out of the bloodline.
Oh yeah, I love that. That storyline with the bloodline, still growing, still is. We saw the Usos trying to get involved. They kicked their brother Solo. Roman thought they were dissing them. Roman pushes Jay, and Jimmy kicks Roman's head.
Yes, and he's and they walk off. They're like, just leave. Let's just leave. Let's just walk away. Yeah. And Roman Reigns is just there, just there in the ring, laying there.
Jimmy kicks him the second time, throw him off the ring, and then Solo comes in. Sami comes. Kevin Owens does a stunner. Sami does his move, and then pins Solo. First time Solo lost a match. Solo never lost a match. This was his first time. So it was a great match. Roman Reigns is still on the floor, doesn't even know what's going on. He's upset. He's really pissed off. He really is. And that's how you end the bloodline. They showed it. And it's still going on to this day. But no, it's really great. I love that match. That match really pulled a lot of strings, and it's you can tell how serious they are with this storyline with Triple H. Triple H likes to stretch out the storylines. And I love that. It's great to stretch out those storylines and let it breathe and let people enjoy it. And that's why people come back to these pay-per-views, because they want to know what happened in the next. What's going to happen next. And it's normally the pay-per-views that gives it that push. Yeah. And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about WWE. And I love that Triple H is keeping this story breathable and still keep going with it. We can't forget about Bianca Belair
against Asuka. Oh my god, dude. That was one of my favorites, because one is okay, I know Bianca Belair is she's the hero. She's the kid's hero. She's everybody's hero. She's the positive one. She's not a heel. She's the hero. Mm. I like heels. I like the Judgment Day. And I also like, Asuka. And is that I do like, that I feel like I was yeah, you're taking on Bianca Belair. And I love that. I was yeah, take her off her high horse, throw her off that pedestal. Oh my God, that was so good.
That was a great match. Didn't know who was gonna win or lose until the final end when Asuka trying to spit at her and she ducks.
Yeah.
And then
still got her in the eyes.
So didn't get her in the eyes yet. What happened was Bianca was gonna do her finisher, but Asuka spit in her fingers the vent. I like to call it the venom, even though it's called the mist. But originally it's called the venom. And she spit in her fingers, and she digged her fingers into her eyes, so the venom would get into her eyes. And then she does her move and pins Bianca Belair and becomes the new Raw Women's Champion. It was great. That was a great match. I love that.
I loved it. I was like, was it they have Asuka walking off?
Mm-hmm.
Was it with the, and then was it they pan to Bianca Belair and she's just there and on the mat with her eyes. She's like,
yeah.
They're trying to clean out her eyes.
Yeah, I love that match. That match was really good. You didn't know who was gonna win, who was gonna lose. That match was really exciting. There's a next match. It's numbered this is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This was basically like how strong Rhea is. It basically was a smash match. Like Natalya lost really quick because of Dominic. Dominic was involved, and then Rhea beats her. Maybe 1, 2, 3, not even minutes. It was like seconds, I think.
Dude.
And I don't like that they did that to Natalya because I feel bad for her. She's been there for years.
Would you say Triple H is getting rid of all the legends basically?
Well, no, the thing is Triple H is trying to get these young stars more up there. And that's fine. I like it. I like that the new ones are getting out there. But,
don't in return be killing off
those
superstars. Don't be killing off. They can also be superstars, but don't be killing off the legends.
Yeah,
man. Especially you got a heart.
Yeah,
Natalya Neidhart,
the third generation heart, and I love it. I love Natalya. I do. I give her. I give her a lot of respect. She does this because she wants to help the younger stars, and it's great and all. It really is. Yeah, she won championships before, and now she's getting to that phase when we help the new stars out, when we help them boost and everything. But the thing is I get what they were trying to do with this. This literally was just a smash match, Dom distracts her, Rhea does her finisher, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Quickest match ever that they always do. And I get it, it helps the storyline and everything. We're never gonna see Natalya into that match again. Where even I don't know, in the future maybe some later in line that she will, but for now it was just a smash match. I knew when Natalya won. I knew that.
Would you say they have Natalya Neidhart as a jobber?
Yeah, it's basically that's what I see it. She's always been like that, and to me it's really upsetting. I hope when she does say I'm gonna ready to be retired, I hope they do throw a bell on her, and I do hope that they do honor her in that way, just because how really respectful she is to the company. She never went nowhere else. She stayed there. I respect Natalya a lot, and I think she does. I think she does deserve better, and I hope everything does go well for her. But for now, I knew that match was just gonna be a smash match because everyone always sees Natalya as a challenger, and then 1, 2, 3, it's over. And that's the way it is. Sorry, that's how it is. It's good to, I always say it's always good to pick up your new stars so you can treat them as main eventers there in the future. But sometimes you have to respect your legends as well.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, well, Natalya's not a legend. I was like, yeah, she is. She's been there for a really long time already. And, she deserves the Hall of Fame.
If they're thinking of legends and they're going back to the 80s and 90s, they're wrong because we're already in 2023.
She's been there since 2000.
Yeah, that's 23 years ago, man. You gotta accept that. That's 23 years ago. Just like in the year 2000, you're going back to the 80s, and Hulk Hogan was back in the 80s, just like, the Nature Boy Ric Flair was a part of, he was a part of the 80s lineup, the Ultimate Warrior 80s lineup, but that's 20 years before.
Mm-hmm. Now we're in 2023.
Now we're going back 20 years back in 2000. we got to respect those legends of 20 years ago being in the early 2000s.
We respect Trish. We respect Leo. We respect those legends.
Yes.
For that decade of 2000.
And
Natalia's one of them. She really is. I give her a lot of respect, and I hope when she does choose to retire, then I hope they do give her a better storyline once she gets there. Like how they're doing with Rey Mysterio. I love how they're doing with Rey Mysterio, how they're doing with pairing them up with these new young stars, reventing up the LWO, doing all that stuff because, Rey wants to do it. Rey wants to help the newer stars, and I love that. And I think that's what Natalya should do next. Help bring out the new superstars, but instead of her losing, helping, have someone beside her.
She's got to make up a group.
Make up a group out of her own.
Yeah.
Make the new heart.
Women's superstars.
Stuff like that.
Heart women's superstars. That'd be great.
I really hope they do better her. I do love her wrestling. I do love her promos. I do like all that stuff. She's like the mom. Like that's what that's what the women wrestlers said. She's like a mom to us and everything. And that's really good. That's really respectful. Like I assume WWE does respect her. But the thing is, by seeing this match, it really does upset me that had to happen. Let's talk about the next match. Let's talk about the main event. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
let's talk about that match.
Oh my God. Okay, Cody. Okay, right off the bat, if y'all saw the last pay-per-view and you seen the matches with it, you saw that Cody Rhodes had, what was it? He had his broken arm or broken leg?
It was arm. Brock Lesnar broke his arm in the last pay-per-view. This is the Night Champion. This is the second one. And the first one, no, I think it was Raw Raw he broke his arm. So this was the match that they're coming on. And he has the case. He has the cast.
Yeah.
The iron, they make it into like a...
Yeah, they said it's got iron.
It has like iron steel.
It's just a
even though you can tell it's not really iron. You can tell it's probably like fiberglass. It's probably like a fiberglass cast. But you know how WWE is. They like to make things extreme of it. So they're fighting. And Brock is like slamming him, giving him suplexes after suplexes.
And directly in there.
And to the arm as well. Cody Rhodes like... selling that arm, and then Cody Rhodes hits Brock Lesnar in the head with it a couple of times too.
And he was able to fight through it, and then there was a point where Brock Lesnar came back. He's like, "Oh, you want to fight? Well, I'll fight against it." And he was like, "You just see the pain in Cody Rhodes' arms, man."
He's using it. He's like going at it, and then Brock has him in submission the first time.
Yeah.
And Cody's trying not to tap. He's not tapping. He finally gets off of it and starts beating him up, trying to do his finisher. He does his finisher once, and
then he has to have him in an arm bar
again
on the cat. I was like,
yeah.
And he's just there like screams, like he's trying not to scream, but he's like, I think you hear him go, oh.
Yeah.
And he's like, nope. He's not even gonna tap out. That's just how Cody Rhodes is.
Yeah. Man. Like, that match was extreme to the point that Cody Rhodes passes out and don't tap, and when you pass out, you win the match. Yeah. That person, Brock Lesnar, won the match. Even though they're promoting it like, oh, Cody never tapped. Yeah, but he still lost the match. So like, guys, come on, like, I get like that's how you protect the wrestlers. I'm glad they did that for him to protect them. But yeah, we all know Cody lost. Like, but that's what happened.
But he wanted to go out in the way he wanted to go out. Yeah. Now, not leaving completely. I'm talking about losing. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about he wanted to lose the way he would lose. He didn't want to tap out. Mm-hmm. If he was gonna lose, it will be to the extreme where Brock Lesnar has him pass out. Mm-hmm. I gotta give that to
Cody,
the American Nightmare right there.
I love Cody Rhodes. I think he's a great wrestler. He's the next Raw Heavyweight Champion. Give him time. I love that Triple H is giving him that time to grow more for the audience. And I'm glad they didn't get on the belt right away. I'm happy that they're still playing it out for Cody Rhodes. Lost, but he's trying to just keep moving forward. And then that's the only thing you can do. That's how you protect your big two main eventers. You do something like that. And I love it. It was a great match. Night Champions, I loved it. It was really great. Storylines were good. The matches were great. It was beautiful. The stadium was great. I love how the stadium looked. The stadium looked amazing. You could tell Saudi Arabia really loved wrestling. How everyone was cheering, everyone was singing, everyone was enjoying their time, and I loved it.
Doing the Seth freaking Rollins chant.
The faces, everything. Great match. Like I said, we will be doing a Money in the Bank pay-per-view in July. We will be doing that, and we will do a review on that. But like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching.